up what he's going to say later. You get what I'm saying, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
He's trying. Christopher Steele clearly in this meeting is trying to set up the fact that the Russians can bribe Trump because they have stuff on him.
Right.
Second, she says that she describes some information. Steele, she says at the meeting, Christopher Steele describes Carter Page's meeting with these two Russians. That's the two Russians, Joe, that are in the dossier. That meeting has been discredited and debunked. That meeting never happened. That meeting didn't happen. It's a lie. It's in the dossier. It's a lie. Carter Page did not meet with these two Russians. So clearly Steele already has components of this dossier laid out, ready to present on an information superhighway to his new connection, Bruce Orr, to his wife, Nellie. Third, this is fascinating. Steele, this is from the Daily Caller piece. Steele, a former MI6 officer who operates out of London, listen to this, Joe, also told Orr that a lawyer for Russian oligarch Oleg Deripaska was investigating Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort over a business deal gone south. Steele reportedly worked at one point for one of Deripaska's companies. The link is ironic given that Deripaska is considered a close ally of Putin. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my gosh, Joe, the denseness of the people following this case on the liberal side, intentional denseness of their skulls is incredible. So now we have on the record Nellie Orr indicating, Joe, that Christopher Steele is getting some of this information from Deripaska, an ally of Putin, who has an interest financially in taking down Paul Manafort on the Trump team. And nobody puts two and two together? Joe, please tell me, again, as the audience ombudsman, you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, man.
He says Christopher Steele now has this back channel to Bruce Orr and the DOJ. He meets with him July 30th of 2016. Conveniently, in the following days, the FBI opens up a case against Trump, Crossfire Hurricane, as Orr relays this information to Andy McCabe over in the FBI. Nellie Orr already says that they were hoping for a back channel to the FBI for this info, even though it was shady. The info she gives him is that she believes Christopher Steele passes this information to her and her husband at this July 30th meeting saying the Russians have something on Trump. Second, that Carter Page met with these two Russians. Two things widely debunked. Two nonsense things. And then third, he admits the whole scheme. That he's working with this Russian, Deripaska, connected to Putin, who doesn't like Manafort because of a bad business deal. And then a lot of this information is coming from them. He basically admits the whole scam. That this is a Russian disinformation operation funneled through Hillary Clinton's team into the FBI. The guy admits that Deripaska has a grudge against Manafort and that a lawyer is investigating this that works for Deripaska. Guys, ladies, please, please tell me you get this. Please tell me you get this. Russian guy. For the liberals out there having a tough time. Russian guy, Deripaska, very mad at Trump guy, Manafort. Russian guy has a lawyer investigating Manafort. Russian guy and lawyer don't like Manafort. Russian guy also working for British spy. British spy being paid by Hillary to generate bad information on Trump. Let's go back to Caveman Joe. We haven't used him in a while. Caveman Joe, does this make sense? Let me try this, Caveman Joe. Russian guy, don't like Trump. You dig?
Don't like Trump.
Okay, you get that. Caveman Joe gets it. Russian guy, no like Trump. Okay, Russian guy hires lawyer Caveman Joe, who's looking into Trump guy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Say it's Caveman Joe gets it. Russian guy also has business deal with guy in Trump orbit while simultaneously having business deal with guy doing research to hurt Trump. Make sense, Caveman Joe? Even Caveman Joe gets it. Listen, I got to move on because I got a lot to get to, but when Caveman Joe gets it, count on no coverage of this from the mainstream media at all. Finally, one more piece from the Daily Call, and I want to move on to a couple other things as well. There's a lot of breaking news this week. He hasn't made an appearance. Always popular with the audience. Caveman Neanderthal Joe. So, folks, we were recently told, given the raid on Roger Stone's house at 6 o'clock in the morning. Multiple FBI agents, tack gear, in an entirely absurd, outrageous, unnecessary display of force for a non-violent offender with almost no threat to flee at all. We already heard about that, Roger Stone, the arrest. But why am I bringing this up? Because what was Stone arrested for, Joe? Stone was arrested and is being prosecuted right now for allegations that he lied in front of a congressional committee in sworn testimony. Listen, folks, I don't know Stone. I've met the guy at a couple events. We are not friends. We've never corresponded. I have no idea what drives him, what doesn't drive him.